Welcome to my end of April plot tour. It's still a bit chilly, so I haven't planted out most of what I've got growing in the greenhouse, but there's a little bit of growth, so let's show you. The flower bed here has gone nuts. All the daffodils are over, the roses are growing nicely. Looks like that lavender down there is just about surviving. We've got daylilies and I think, what is it? I can't remember. Anyway, this is the winter honeysuckle. It's got a lot of new growth. Soon I'll probably have to give it a trim, but it does frame the plot nicely. And let's go in. Now, that bed is uncovered, but there's nothing growing, well, apart from weeds in it. Every carrot pot that I sowed looks like it's actually got some carrots starting to come up. So as long as the wildlife doesn't eat it, i.e. the slugs, I might be alright. What's that trying to grow there? Oh well. Yes, there are too many weeds for my liking. A lot of it's right on the path, so. But the bindweed is starting to come up, so I need to tackle it in the raspberry bed. Anyway, let's concentrate on one side at a time. So I've got carrots coming up in every end pot. It looks like my parsnip sowing didn't work, so I will have to redo that. Yes, there are some weeds in these pots, but there's also some carrots. So I will have to weed them another time. What we've also got is some of the potatoes coming up, which is great. That variety is salad blue. It's kind of purple colour. And then this side is Rudolph. And they're just starting to come up. Now along here, this mesh was in front of these peas, and that's the Klein. They're dwarf pea. They're okay. Behind here is Oregon sugar pod, and those look okay. So that worked. More potatoes coming up there. Herb bed not too bad. I need to prune the cola plant, take out some weeds because I haven't done any weeding. This is an honest tour before I've done any work on it. The herbs, most of them are bouncing back. Now I believe this is not a herb. Looks almost like a sensitive plant, but it's not. Ah, there's the herb in the middle. The greenhouse has a few weeds growing, which I'll have to cut. Well, no, pull out. It looks like I definitely lost one rhubarb, so I've only got two. But that's great. Hopefully I'll be able to get some comfrey roots, bocking 13 or 14 or whatever it's called, and I will put that in the middle. The water butt, of course, is totally full thanks to all the rain we've had. The apple tree looks like it's almost going to be in bud. The cherry looks beautiful. The pear, I think, no, plum has already finished its blossom, and the pear is in blossom over there. I've got somewhat of a nettle issue along the end of there, so lots of weeding to do. The flower bed has gone nuts. Rose, peony. I think that white might be dead nettle. I've got geraniums that have come up. So yeah, I think at least a day is going to need to be spent on weeding. Let's put that on there to stop that blowing. Ooh, that water butt is almost full. Okay, now alderman peas look like they've been chewed, so whether that's birds or maybe mice, could be either. Yeah, the carrots have come up in that pot, so yeah, I'll have to protect those a bit better. Here I need to sow a few more flowers. Yeah, so it seems to be all on this side. These peas, again, they're under the netting and they've been chewed, so that tells me it's rodents. More weeding to do. Lots of weeding needed on the paths. There's even weeds coming up in the gap in the plastic there. Oh, and this is tayberry. I need to separate and tie those in properly so that I get reasonable fruit, because by the looks of it, it's starting to develop. Gooseberries and currants, they look alright. All the daffodils have gone over here, apart from those two at the end, those white ones. Looks like the raspberries are starting to come up, which is good. And that's the autumn fruiting, and I think these are the summer fruiting. The thornless blackberry along the fence is looking healthy, as does the dandelions. And this area, yes, it looks okay. I need to take those pots back home. Looking at the roof, that looks alright. Shed could do with a paint. Well, I don't know when the last time I pressed the thermometer, but it's saying the coldest it's got is 3.4 and the warmest it's got is 20.3, so believe that if you will. And then back out to here. The one thing I really need to do is bring my strimmer down. Look at these side paths. They're at least ankle deep, if not some places knee deep grass. So yeah, that'll need some work. So a bit more protection work needed, a lot of weeding, and the big planting out to be done soon. So the next time you see a tool, it will look a lot different. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Okay, I thought I should give you a bit of a greenhouse tour, and I haven't quite finished sewing in here, but I will show you my progress so far. So here I've sown some hollyhocks, but the wildlife has gone and mixed them up, so although they might still grow, I won't know what's what. Here I have 2 Taunton Dean kale cuttings. and they seem to be growing okay. Over here, this is verbena, agastache, cowslip, cosmos, different sorts of calendula, but again over in the corner the wildlife has decided to mix it up a bit for me. Here I've got lots of brassicas. Now those are just about, they could probably go out. The rest of these just need to be a tiny bit bigger before they get planted out. Over here I've got cucumbers and I've got tomatoes, and there I've got peppers. I've got herbs at the back, but not all of them have come up. Here there's nothing showing yet, but I've sown the winter squash, I've sown the sweet corn, and those. Down here I've got some beans, some bush beans. What was this? A whole tray of zinnia. These are my sweet peas. Got a few Swiss chard, and that's the swede. And the back here is a bit weedy. It needs a weed and a cover before I decide what I'm going to plant in it. Garlic looks okay. Thankfully it survived the wildlife. This bed did have broad beans in it, and it looks like I have maybe 2 or 3 left. That's it. The back has just gone nuts with strawberries, but I'm using them more as a ground cover, and it looks like I've got plenty of dandelions to dig out. I haven't really worked on these beds. I've got 4 different varieties of strawberries waiting to get a bit stronger. Actually no, 1, 2, 3, no, 5 sorts of strawberries in here. I have some lettuce coming up, but not much. That was a bit of mustard I sowed, and then I've got to put pots, plant out stuff that's around the garden, and it's only been a week and it already needs cutting again, but we've got some nice blossom there. And the blossom is just starting to come out on the cherry tree. So I now need to motivate myself to actually get on with finish sowing and plant out lots and lots of pots. Well, thank you for watching. Bye for now.